In recent times, there's so much talk on sustainability. Sustainable finance, sustainable banking, sustainable this, sustainable that, and even climate issues. One can easily get lost in all these discussions because there's so much to chew on. Attempts to appreciate these concepts can also get very abstract, distant, and unrelatable. Others have argued that sustainability and climate are simply Western countries seeking to promote their own parochial agenda to advance their economic interests, such as gaining a competitive edge in green technologies or influencing global trade policies. By the way, green technologies are simply innovative solutions to reduce environmental harm and promote sustainability, such as renewable energy, eco-friendly transportation, and waste reduction. Western developed countries have been the major contributors to environmental degradation and resource exploitation. So why are they dictating or imposing a sustainability agenda globally, especially in developing countries? Well, the obvious truth is that the push for sustainability has multiple motivations and implications. While some aspects may be driven by Western interests, it's also a global concern that affects everyone, both developed and developing countries. If you seek to gain an understanding of these complex contemporary matters, kindly hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell to be notified when new videos are posted. So, what then is sustainability, and how does it impact our well-being? Sustainability is simply meeting our current needs without compromising the ability of future generations to also meet theirs. In essence, using resources wisely so that we don't harm the future, reducing waste and pollution, conserving natural resources, and promoting renewable energy. Sustainability also includes ensuring social equity and justice. So you will realize that sustainability is not just about environmental protection, it is also about creating a more just and equitable world to ensure fair distribution of resources. So how do all these concepts interlink into sustainable finance and sustainable banking? Sustainable finance is basically deploying financial resources in ways that incorporates environmental, social, and governance considerations for long-term financial returns. Hope I am not confusing you, right? Let me break it down further. Financial institutions are expected to invest in companies or projects that prioritize environmental protection, social responsibility, and good governance. So why do all these matter to a financial institution that is seeking to make profit for its shareholders? Good question. In respect to good governance, companies that are managed responsibly tend to reduce risks and potential losses and thereby protect shareholders' investments. A company with good governance will have a diverse board of directors with relevant expertise who will regularly disclose financial performance and risks and establish clear policies and procedures for risk management. Banks must consider that in their credit appraisals and risk management framework. Environmental and social considerations also enable banks to capitalize on opportunities, build trust and reputation, and generate long-term value for shareholders. But the question is, do all these require mandatory compliance? Well, it depends on the jurisdiction. Some jurisdictions have mandatory ESG reporting requirements. Others may have voluntary guidelines or frameworks. However, investors and stakeholders increasingly expect financial institutions to prioritize environmental, social, and governance considerations, as these can influence investor decisions. Regulators also ensure compliance through clear guidelines and standards, enhanced supervision, governance and risk management requirements, disclosure and reporting requirements, and enforcement actions. These measures promote transparency, accountability, and responsible practices. So where does climate-related matters fit into all these? Climate and sustainability are closely related. Climate change impacts sustainability. Climate change can compromise sustainable development and human well-being. Sustainable practices, such as renewable energy, can mitigate climate change. Achieving sustainability requires addressing climate change. In essence, climate and sustainability are intertwined, and addressing one often involves considering the other. So, what are the major takeaways? Effective regulatory compliance frameworks for sustainability and climate considerations are essential for financial and non-financial institutions to manage risks, capitalize on opportunities, and ensure long-term value creation, whilst promoting environmental protection, and social responsibility. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. My name is Ed. I'm out.